We are here in the kitchen on this Food City Friday with Miss Elizabeth Hall. Elizabeth, so good as always to have you here.
Yeah, great to see you guys again.
Yeah, so we are talking about tailgating. Football is here. Everyone is getting ready and getting excited to go out and tailgate. And we are talking about some really easy tips that you can follow, but of course, some healthy tips as well. Just make sure that you're safe when you're tailgating and your food is delicious and safe to eat as well, right?
And we have the race this weekend too, and lots of people are going to be tailgating for that too. So hopefully you can incorporate some of these strategies to keep yourself safe at your tailgate, but also incorporate a little bit of more healthy options as well.
Exactly. So to give us a little bit of some tips on how to stay safe when you're tailgating, when you're cooking this food.
Right. So food safety is very important. So you definitely want to make sure to keep your cooler cold. So it needs to be less than 40 degrees. So keep a thermometer in there, and that way you can tell when to add more ice. If you've cooked outdoors, you want to make sure to keep that in the refrigerator within 2 hours. So don't let it sit out all day. Make sure to put that back in your cooler within 2 hours of cooking it. And then making sure not to cross-contaminate, of course. So if you have raw meat, you want to make sure to bring different cutting boards and things like that for your vegetables. And then avoid thawing, you know, just sitting out. You want to thaw in the refrigerator, or you can also thaw during cooking. But you definitely don't want to thaw your meat just sitting on the counter.
Yeah, that's not a good way. And you don't want to make anyone sick when you make like a big batch of foods. And so we're also talking about some great entree ideas that you have with this. And this is going to be the first one that we're making. Tell us a little bit about what this is.
So these are buffalo chicken tacos, kind of more like a tapa. But you could also use this for like nachos or something like that if it's a little bit easier for your guests to handle. But this is very delicious. A lot of times buffalo chicken is pretty high in calories and fat. So we're giving you some ways to lighten it up a little bit. So I've started with just some corn tortillas here. You can stick these on the grill, or you can just eat them, you know, right out of the package. That's fine. I like the way the grill kind of makes them a little bit more crispy. Exactly. So to make our sauce, I'm actually going to use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. So a lot of times,
there's a healthier option right off the bat.
Yes. So no fat in your Greek yogurt. You can use non-fat, plain Greek yogurt, and it's not going to add as much fat as your sour cream. So lowering your calories too. So I have that here. You can add a little bit of cheese. So I'm actually using feta cheese because I'm not a huge fan of blue cheese, but I know traditionally, you know, with buffalo chicken, the blue cheese kind of goes well. You're actually going to mix your cheese in with your Greek yogurt. So this is going to kind of make a base on the bottom of our tacos. So we're doing it a little bit different than maybe traditionally buffalo chicken tacos are.
But it'll still all taste delicious.
It will. It'll taste delicious. Just trust me. Just try it. So I'm just scooping that on my tortillas here.
Kind of the feta yogurt sauce.
Yes. So we have that on there. We're going to make our buffalo sauce now. So I actually used all natural ketchup. So you can get lots of different brands. I know we have a Full Circle brand, Hunt's has a brand. There's lots of different brands, but you're trying to get the kind that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup. So I have that here, and I already put it in my container. I'm going to add a little bit of hot sauce. I'm using sriracha, but whatever kind you like. And again, this is where you can kind of individualize it, right?
So if you really want a kick, if you really want a kick, add a lot more.
Add more, yes. And a lot of times these sauces have butter in them. We're actually going to use oil instead. So oil is an unsaturated fat, whereas butter is a saturated fat, more likely to clog those arteries. So I'm just going to add a little bit of oil, and that's just to really give it a little bit more of a consistency to be able to spread it on the tacos. And
so real quick, before we run out of time, we're just going to, what are we going to add on the corn tortillas?
Yeah, so I just have some veggies here, and of course celery, because that kind of goes with it. So you add that on top. I'll just show you one here.
So some grilled veggies, some chicken, and then you drizzle the sauce on.
Drizzle your sauce on top. I actually use rotisserie chicken too, so it makes it easier.
So easy.
You drizzle that on top, and then you add your celery.
You top with the celery. Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Elizabeth. We really appreciate it. When we come back, we'll talk more about tailgating tips. In the meantime, head to foodcity.com for more ideas.